Mid-year economic and fiscal outlook, Andrew. It's economic, it's a budget update, but like anything, any major framing document like this, there's a lot of politics around it too.
Indeed, and as we predicted, Kieran, no cost of living relief in the mid-year economic and fiscal outlook document delivered by Treasurer Jim Chalmers today. There was an increase in passport fees though, so some cost of living pain, 15% increase. But a surplus looks certain with this document predicting a deficit of just $1.1 billion in 23-24, a rounding error in the scheme of things between deficit and surplus there. And once again, Treasury officials have deliberately underestimated the coal and iron ore price, predicting iron ore will drop from 105 a tonne to 60 and coal from 240 to 104. Very conservative, they always are. Mr Chalmers, who when he was working for Wayne Swan saw a treasurer promising surpluses and not delivering, looks set to get where his former boss did not, 2 consecutive surpluses. He addressed Treasury forecasts today while admitting another surplus is within striking distance.
Well, first of all, we are deliberately, and the Treasury is deliberately cautious and conservative when it comes to forecasting revenue. And there's a good reason for that, and that's because our predecessors were frankly humiliated when they overpromised and underdelivered on the budget. They spent more time flogging merchandise like back in black mugs than actually delivering the responsible economic management that the country needed. And so we are cautious and conservative. The Treasury is cautious and conservative when it comes to commodity prices.
So this document shows Labor is yet to get a lid on inflation or on spending, or for that matter on debt, or migration, although the Treasurer is right to say that the situation on debt has been improved by the government. The document shows there'll be more than $1 trillion in gross debt by 25-26. And since the budget, this year's gross debt number has only improved by $14 billion. On net migration, after the government announced this week it would halve it in 2 years, the MyInfo shows it actually is going to be 60,000 higher than the budget predictions this financial year at 375,000 before the government says it will halve from the 510,000 at the moment to 250,000. The overall figures look reasonable for the government, particularly after 15 years of budget deficits. But the political question remains, should the government have done something ahead of Christmas in terms of cost of living relief? And an economic question is also there. Has the government done enough to curb spending and bring down inflation, Kieran?